All right. So, if you haven't heard about this, Marvel took out this book, which we're going to be looking at today, which is basically Heroes Reborn. So they basically made their own versions of the Justice League, and if you haven't checked this out, it is pretty funny. So we're looking at Heroes Reborn, America's Mightiest Heroes. We have the standard right here and the DM. So let me show you those first. Here's the standard. Here is the DM. So yeah, they basically made, like, I guess, knockoff characters of the Justice League. Let me show you the spines together. And the back. And I thought it was pretty funny. Like these characters, whenever this happened, they actually had been created already, I believe. But this made them into the basically the premier team of the Marvel Universe at the time. So let me show you this spread. Oh, this is a nice spread.
The running pose,
Yeah.
like a flash.
Yeah, it's really funny. So you have, I think it has them all here. Yeah. So you basically have Hyperion, which is this guy. He's supposed to be like Superman. You have the Blur. You have, I think she's called like the Amazonian or something. You have Nighthawk, which is like Batman, and you have, I think his name is like the Crystal or something. So he's like the Green Lantern of them. So you know what? Let's jump in, and I will tell you all about it. Okay. All right. So basically, in this one, you got Blurred Doctor Spectrum is basically like the Green Lantern. You also have Power Princess, and then Nighthawk, who is like Batman. And like I said, the characters look almost like obviously the Justice League, so they're supposed to be like, the knockout. It's a tongue-in-cheek joke from Marvel for this, but this is actually really cool because in this universe, basically they're called the Squadron Supreme of America, is the premier superhero team, and all the other teams don't exist. So it starts off with them. You kind of see a little bit of them in action, fighting Ultron, fighting, for example, he fights the Hulk and kills the Hulk. I'm not going to show that to you, not until I do a deep dive of it. So it's pretty interesting. So they're the premier team, and basically the only one who remembers the old team is, look, he's, Dr. Spectrum is fighting Thor. So basically the only one who remembers is Blade. Blade is the only one who remembers the old world, and he's like, we have to, go back to it. We have to stop these guys. And it's basically the story of what happened with that. So I'm not going to give you too much of it. The drawings remind me very much, and I think it is the same artist from Batman Superman, the beginning one, where it's very bubbly, muscles. If you know what I'm talking about, the beginning one of this one. These ones are more realistic. I like this, but again, it looks really nice. The pages on this are pretty thin. This is a hardcover. It doesn't look like it's a... Oh, no, it's an omnibus. I apologize. It is an omnibus, but the pages feel a little bit thin. They are semi-glossy. The colors look good. Black looks good as well. But basically, this covers Heroes Reborn number 1 through 7. Heroes Return number 1. Heroes Reborn, Hyperion and the Imperial Guard. Heroes Reborn, Peter Parker, the Amazing Shutterbug. Heroes Reborn, Magneto and the Mutant Force. Heroes Reborn, Young Squadron. Heroes Reborn, Siege Society. Heroes Reborn, Squadron Savage. Heroes Reborn, Marvel Double Action. Heroes Reborn, American Knights. Heroes Reborn, Night Gwen. And Heroes Reborn, Weapon X and Final Flight. So this is a Jason Aaron book, which is really Cool. And Ed McGuinness, Mark Morales, and Matthew Wilson, and more. So the story is very interesting. Just because you kind of see how in this universe, these heroes aren't the superheroes that we all grow and love, like you see here. Nighthawk is basically the main superhero or Nighthawk is like, they've taken the place of those heroes, and only one superhero, like I said, Blade, remembers the past. So I like how they did, like, this is like old school drawings, like if it was the Spider-Man comics from the 60s and 70s, so it looks like that as well. And then you have like the dark and gritty ones, kind of like the Batman style. So it's very interesting. I'm probably gonna read this because this is really cool. I really like those, alternate universe timelines where it's like something like this happens, this crazy stuff that happens. Very cool. So I would definitely take a look at this. But let's take a look if there's any extras included at the end. Oh, there's the Weapon X that you saw. Very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what extras are included in this. Okay, so you get this cool cover. Very cool. Or I think this is the cards. I believe this is the cards that if you collect them all, they kind of have this. And I believe we actually have a pack of these cards. If I'm not mistaken, we actually do have these. I'll see if I can find them and show them to you. Then you have like the covers like this. Very cool. I kind of wish they each had their own pages, but you know, obviously to save space, they didn't add that to there. Very nice. So you see, like they're fighting like say She-Hulk, like they're the bad guys. Hyperion or Nighthawk is fighting Thor. You know, Nighthawk is fighting Captain America or Iron Man. Captain America here is fighting Power Princess. So it's very cool. Like it's different. Like you know, it's an alternate world, alternate universe where that happens. Oh look, this is like the comics, like the toys. Nice. All right, so there you go. So that is Heroes Reborn, America's Greatest Heroes. This one is pretty interesting. I might do a deep dive of this, but this is just the first looks, guys. So get yours. We have the standard, we have the DM available, guys, and we will see you in the next one.